Welcome back to loving yourself, accepting who you are, just the way you were created. You are beautiful, and I'm here to remind you of your wonderful personality and the wonderful presence that you contribute to this world. I hope you know it, believe it, accept it. You are it. Let's start this segment off with just breathing in the qualities that we would like and breathing out those qualities that we want to release or the qualities that's no longer serving us. For example, take a deep breath in, breathe in love. Breathe out hate. Breathe in acceptance. Breathe out judgment. Breathe in forgiveness. Breathe out unforgiveness or condemnation. Today, my focus to you is masking what is real. Why are you doing so much editing to yourself that the real you that you were created to be is no longer visible? Here's an example of what I'm talking about. When we upload our pictures to Instagram or Facebook, we have all these options, right? Do you want to crop? Do you want to lighten? Do you want to add a shadow? What is it that you want to do? Do you want to create an illusion? See, when we edit our lives or edit the person that we were created to be, we are masking our true essence that our Creator, God, our Source, wanted us to be. When we put all these options and all these shadows and all these tools, when we add and we delete and we shift the images to create the ideal effect, ideal to what someone else tells us is ideal, then the only thing we're doing is creating a person that we may not be happy with. Because if we're doing it for someone else, then we are not truly happy with who we are. And the visible person, the nature that we were created to be, is no longer in play, so to speak. Let's talk about that original person that you were made in God's image and His likeness, your source, your creator, your God. When we learn of the attributes that He gave to us, then we know we are great. We know we are loved. We know we are loving. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. Do you feel that about your way? About who you are? Or do you always need someone from outside of you to affirm and reaffirm your true essence? I think we all, whether we admit it or not, we long for acceptance. We long to be appreciated. We long for love and acceptance because we were created as communal beings to be a part of each other, to contribute to each other's life. But are you so dependent on outward affirmation that you no longer value your inner essence and the presence of the God within you? Think about that for a moment. How true are you living every single day? Are you adding too much, deleting too many pieces? Parents, how are you training your children to be authentic and to be true and to value their own inner knowing that was created within them from birth? Sometimes as parents, we give our children all the answers, and we don't allow them to think and to evaluate and process information to make sure that it lines up with their inner self, the inner person. We're always teaching them to value more what's outside of them versus what's on the inside of them. Greater is He that's in me. And if greater is He that is in me, then what's outside of me is important, but what's more important is what's inside of me. Are you editing for clarity, or are you editing to camouflage? Think about that, focus on that, and I hope that your editing is done for clarity and not for camouflage, because you'll be unhappy. Truly, you will. And loving yourself will help you to love others. Being clear on who you are will help others and give others the courage to be clear on who they are. Not being mediocre, but being true, authentic to who you were created to be.